What's up everyone? Welcome back to Mathematical Mindset. So right here we have this nice algebra problem and we are to find the value of x. So the first thing guys we want to do is to simply cross multiply. So by doing this we have this to be 3 multiply x raised to the power of 9 plus x raised to the power of 5, and this is equals to 7 multiply x raised to the power of 8 plus x raised to the power of 6. Alright. Now we have this to be 3 multiply x raised to the power of 9 can be expressed as x raised to the power of 7 plus 2 plus x raised to the power of 5, and this is equals to 7 multiply x raised to the power of 8 can be expressed to be 7 plus 1 plus x raised to the power of 6. But we know that if we have a raised to the power of n plus n, this is equals to a raised to the power of n multiply a raised to the power of n. So we have 3 multiply x raised to the power of 7 multiply x raised to the power of 2 plus x raised to the power of 5. This is equals to 7 multiply x raised to the power of 7 multiply x raised to the power of 1 plus x raised to the power of 6. So the next thing we want to do is to divide by the highest coefficient of x, and the highest coefficient of x is x raised to the power of 7. So we have 3 multiply x raised to the power of 7 multiply x raised to the power of 2 divide x raised to the power of 7 plus x raised to the power of 5 divide x raised to the power of 7, and this is equals to 7 multiply x raised to the power of 7 multiply x raised to the power of 1 divide x raised to the power of 7 plus x raised to the power of 6 divide x raised to the power of 7. So we have this to be 3 multiply this, we cancel out this, so we have x squared left plus x raised to the power of 5 divide x raised to the power of 7. We have this to be 1 divide x raised to the power of 2, which is equals to 7 multiply this, we cancel out this, so we have this to be x plus x raised to the power of 6 divide x raised to the power of 7. We have this to be 1 over x. Alright, so we have this to be 3 multiply x squared plus, now we can easily express 1 to be 1 square divide x square, and this is equals to 7 multiply x plus 1 over x. But we know that if we have a raised to the power of x divide b raised to the power of x, this is equals to a over b or raised to the power of x, right? So at this point we have this to be 3 multiply x squared plus 1 over x all square, and this is equals to 7 multiply x plus 1 over x. Alright, but we know that if we have a raised to a square plus b square, this is equals to a plus b all square minus 2ab, whereby we have that a is equals to x and b is equals to 1 over x. So applying this to the left hand side of the equation, we have this to be 3 multiply, we have this to be x plus 1 over x all square minus 2 multiply a, which is x, multiply b, which is 1 over x, is equals to 7 multiply x plus 1 over x. So we have 3 multiply, we have this to be x plus 1 over x all square is minus this, we cancel out this, so we have 2 multiply 1 is 2, which is equals to 7 multiply x plus 1 over x. Alright, so at this point we want to say suppose that x plus 1 over x is equals to t, then we have this to be 3 multiply t square minus 2, which is equals to 7t. Alright, open up the brackets, we have 3t square minus 3 multiplied 2 is 6 is equals to 70. So the next thing we want to do is to simply rearrange and set the equation to 0. We have 3t square minus 7t minus 6, and this is equals to 0. Right, so the next thing we want to do is to factorize. So we take the first and the last digit and multiply them. We have this to be minus 18t square. So think of a number that when you multiply those two numbers, it's going to give us minus 18t square, and when you add or subtract that number, we're going to have minus 7t. So the two numbers that comes to mind is minus 90 and 2t. Now this implies that if we have minus 90 multiplied 2t, this is going to give us minus 18 t square. And if we have minus 90 plus 2t, this is going to give us minus 70. So we have this to be 3t square minus 90 plus 2t minus 6 is equals to 0. So if you factor out these two, we have 3t to be common, and if you factor that out, we have t minus 3 to be left, plus from this point we have 2 to be common, and if you factor that out, we have t minus 3 left, and this is equals to 0. So from here, since this is common and this is common, we have t minus 3 multiply 3 t plus 2, and this is equals to 0. So we have t minus 3 is equals to 0, and we have 3 t plus 2 to be equals to 0. So t is equals to 0 plus 3, and t is equals to 3. Then at this point we have 3t is equals to 0 minus 2. We have that 3t is equals to what? Negative 2. And from here we have divide both side by 3 to isolate t. This we cancel at this, and we have that t is equals to what? Minus 2 divide what? 3. So from here we have been able to have two values of t. We have that t is equals to 3, and t is equals to what? Minus 2 over 3. So we want to simply recall that we said that suppose x plus 1 over x is equals to what? T. Alright, so recall that x plus 1 over x is equals to what? T. Then solving for t equals to 3, we have this to be x plus 1 over x is equals to what? 3. Alright, so we look for the LCM. We have this to be x. This is over 1. 1 divide x, x times x is x square, plus x divide x is 1. 1 times 1 is 1, and this is equals to what? 3. So from this point we have to cross multiply. We have this to be x squared plus 1 is equals to what? 3x. Rearrange and set to 0. We have this to be x squared minus 3x plus 1, and this is equals to 0. So solve this using the quadratic formula. We have that x is equals to minus b plus minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac divide what? 2a, where a is equals to 1, b is equals to minus 3, and c is equals to 1. So we have that x is equals to minus into minus 3 plus minus the square root of minus 3 all square minus 4 multiply a, which is 1, multiply c, which is 1, divide 2 multiply a, which is 1. So x is equals to minus times minus is plus. So we have 3 plus minus the square root of minus 3 square is 9, minus 4 multiply 1 multiply 1. We're going to have this to be 4. Divide 2 multiply 1 is what? 2. So at this point we have that x is equals to 3 plus minus the square root of 9 minus 4. We have this to be 5 divide what? 2, and this becomes the value of what? X. So we have been able to solve the value of x. So let's simply solve the next value for t. So we're going to say for t equals to minus 2 over 3, and we already know that t is equals to x plus 1 over x. So we have x plus 1 over x is equals to minus 2 divide what? 3. So you look for the LCM. We have the LCM to be x. This is over 1. 1 divide x is x. X times x is x square, plus x into x1. 1 times 1 is 1. This is equals to minus 2 over what? 3. Alright, so we cross multiply. So we have that 3 multiply x square plus 1 is equals to minus 2 what? X. So we have 3 multiply x square is 3x square, plus 3 multiply 1 is 3, and this is equals to minus what? 2x. So from here we want to simply rearrange and set to 0. So we have 3x squared plus 2x plus 3, and this is equals to what? 0. So we want to solve this by making use of the quadratic equation that says x is equals to minus b plus minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac divide what? 2a, where a is equals to 3, b is equals to 2, and c is equals to what? 3. Alright, so we have that x is equals to minus 2 plus minus the square root of b square, which is 2 square, minus 4 multiply a, which is 3, multiply c, which is 3, divide 2 multiply a, which is what? 3. So we have that x is equals to minus 2 plus minus the square root of 2 square is 4, minus 4 multiply 3 is going to give us what? 36, divide 2 multiply 3 is what? 6. So we have this to be x is equals to minus 2 plus minus the square root of 4 minus 36 is minus 32, divide what? 6. So x is equals to minus 2 plus minus the square root of minus 32 can be expressed as 16 multiplied 2 multiply negative 1, divide what? 6. So x is equals to minus 2 plus minus the square root of 16 multiply the square root of 2 multiply the square root of negative 1, divide what? 6. So we have here to be x is equals to minus 2 plus minus the square root of 16 is 4, multiply the root of 2, but the root of negative 1 is I, divide what? 6. So x is equals to, want to simply factor out 2. So if we factor out 2 here, we have this to be minus 1 plus minus 2 into the square root of 2i, divide what? 6 is can be expressed as 2 multiply what? 3. Alright, so we have this to be x is equals to this, we cancel at this, so we have minus 1 plus minus 2 root 2I divide what 3, and we have this to be the other values of what x. All right, so guys, this is how you can solve this nice algebra math problem right here, and we have been able to find the value of x. So with this guys, I'm going to see you in the next video.